Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is the overview for problem sets 19 and 20. All right, question 1. Let's see, so you know how large I was thinking about question 2. All right, so you know the block size, 4KB, or they can potentially be split into 8 512 byte blocks. All right, so there are 2 questions here. Thinking about improving performance, there's a trade-off here between maximizing the disk's transfer rate for reads or writes, and so it's one type of performance, but also minimizing internal fragmentation. All right, so take those 2 types of performance into account when you answer the first question, and then don't forget that there's this second question. What modifications would have to be made to the free space management scheme? Okay, question 2. You know how large disk blocks are, and keep in mind K here is 2 to the 10th, or 1024. You know how large a pointer to a disk block is. So it allows you to calculate the number of pointers per disk block, and this you'll end up with a forest of trees with this approach. Look in the textbook for an illustration, and the maximum file size is a function of the number of leaves in this forest of trees. Okay, so this is a counting problem. In this forest of trees, how many leaf blocks are there? And then using that number and the size of a disk block, you can compute the maximum size of a file, and your answer should be in units of bytes. Don't give me an answer in units of the number of disk blocks. Okay, question 3 should be straightforward once you've read the part of the textbook on log-based file systems. Problem set 20. Okay, the hint should get you thinking about this. You might also want to research the basic file system types available in Windows 10 and Mac OS. Question 2. Another example system here, or an analogous, would be Dropbox. NFS corresponds to using Dropbox's sync client on your system. FTP corresponds to not using Dropbox's sync client, but instead using the web interface to get and put files. Think about this from the perspective, from both the user's perspective and the operating system's perspective. Okay, I'd like to hear your responses looking at this from both angles. Okay, question 3 should also be fairly straightforward once you've read the material on what has to be done for a file system after a system crash. Okay, that completes the overview for problem sets 19 and 20. You guys take care. Bye.